guys, my name is Raven and you're watching Pretty Rave. So guys, I know I've been MIA, but welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a video, a quick little video. It's like a Q&A, a military Q&A. And it is basically like the questions that you all leave under the previous videos that I've been posting about, you know, reservist or basic military questions. So I'm just going to answer a couple of you all's questions that I've seen on here. So the first question I got was it hard? So I went to Air Force BMT, and a lot of people say that the Air Force is like chair force, easy, we don't do anything. And I mean, I wouldn't say it's easy, but we don't do as much as the other, when it comes like physical work. Like we work out and everything else, but as far as like out in the field training type, living intense type stuff, nah, we don't do that. So it's not hard in that aspect, but basic training itself is a challenge, mainly because you're going to be challenged by, you know, getting yelled at, learning new things at a certain amount of time that you have to learn it, a limited amount of time, because you only have 8 weeks to get all of that crammed, and then you have an EOC test at the end. So I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's not the easiest thing in the world, because you still have to study, you still have to work out, you still have to go by the schedule that they have planned, and you also have to deal with the people that you're there with, because trust me, those people that you're going to basic training with are not going to be, you know, the easiest people to work with or be with, but you'll get that. I mean, it depends on your flight and how you are as a person, and if you let people affect you. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that at that. Okay, next question was my favorite part. So my favorite part of BMT, my favorite part of BMT definitely was Beast. Like, hands down, Beast was my favorite part. Like, the food. So I'm from the South, I'm from Mississippi, and the food was already good on base. But when we went to Beast out in the woods, y'all, we had fried chicken, we had chips. We don't get chips. We had I don't know if we had cakes, but we had like stuff like that. On base, we had good food, but it wasn't like that. So yeah, the food was straight, and then just the vibe. Like, we weren't around MTIs anymore. We were with the cadres, so we were able to like mingle, and it wasn't as strict, but you still had to do what you were supposed to do. So we got to talk to our cousin flight, our brother flight, sister flight, all of us. Like, we got to mingle with each other after we got done with what we were doing. So it was pretty cool. We ate MREs. They're not as bad as people say, but you know, to each his own. Next question, Barracks. So, not barracks. Okay, so at basic, the barracks are... Okay, so at basic, there are about 3 or 4 different barracks. They have the old ones. I don't know the name. I think it's Alcatraz. They have Alcatraz, and then they have Disneyland. There's 2, Alcatraz and Disneyland. So I was in Disneyland. Disneyland was the newer dorms, and Alcatraz is the older dorms. So in Alcatraz, I know that they have bunk beds, and I know that they're like kind of really, really old and like kind of ran down. So that's all I know about Alcatraz. A lot of people say they don't want to go there. And I've heard that the MTIs are kind of nicer there. I don't know if that's true or not, because what MTI is actually nice? Like, come on now. Well, in the first couple weeks, what MTI is actually nice? But I stayed in Disneyland. In Disneyland, it was really nice. Like, we didn't have bunk beds. We had our single beds. We had nice, like, the lighting was good. We had new restrooms. All of it was brand new, like just built type deal. I loved it. The MTIs, they were very strict when it came to doing dust downs and details. That was kind of hard, because they dinged us for literally anything, any little thing they dinged us for, like lint on the windows. Y'all, lint on the windows, they dinged us for that, because I mean, the place was already new, but they had to still like come at us like, you didn't do this. They still had to find the smallest thing to get us in trouble for. So yeah, but Disneyland's the best. Hot water all the time, clean, no issues as far as like building. I enjoyed the whole thing. Well, not enjoyed the whole thing, but you know, it was nice. Try to get in Disneyland. You don't really get a choice on where you get to go when you going to basic training, so just hope that you don't get in Alcatraz. I heard the food was way better in Alcatraz, but all in all, the food is good in general. But yeah, I heard it was way better in Alcatraz. Holidays while in basic training. So they don't care. They do not care. Like, if your birthday is during basic training, happy birthday, go to PT. Happy birthday, do the dust downs and details, do your job. They do not care about that. Yeah, it's very rare that you'll even get a phone call, but I know for a fact you probably won't get a phone call. So during holidays, you still doing what you're doing like it's a regular day. Like, when I went to basic training, I was there during the 4th of July. And that was on a Saturday or a Sunday. I can't remember. It was on a weekend. And we were in the building doing dust downs and details. It was Black Flag in San Antonio on base. So it was over 90 degrees, over 100 degrees. And we had to stay inside during Black Flag. So we didn't see any fireworks. It was just a regular day for us, y'all. So when it comes to holidays and stuff, you probably, well, to my knowledge, you're not going to be going home unless it's like Christmas or something. I don't know about Christmas and Thanksgiving, but I know for the 4th of July, we were in the barracks. We were in the dormitory. That's what it's called. We were in the dormitory. Next is cell phone privileges. Point blank period, none. No cell phone privileges. After the COVID, they didn't care no more. Because during COVID, when I went, we got to get a phone call every, so often to, you know, check in on our family, make sure they were okay, telling them that we were okay, we didn't have COVID, but that was it. But phone calls, no. You won't be getting a whole bunch of phone calls. I'm going to just let you know that now. So don't expect that. Food. Like I said earlier, the food was really good. Like, the food was straight. I can't even complain. We had for breakfast, we had one day, I think it was like they switched it up. So on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it was pancakes and bacon and some more stuff, eggs. And on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it was sausage, French toast, eggs, fruit, stuff like that. But the food was really good. And then for lunch, we would have stuff like spaghetti or corn dogs or I can't remember really, but like I said, you don't have to really worry about the food. The food is really good. And it's kind of like the cafeteria. Like, if you're in high school and you go to the cafeteria, you got to go slide down the line with the tray. It's like that. But the food is really good. And you get 2 drinks, so you have to drink your 2 drinks, especially because you're in San Antonio and the heat is like bearing down. You gotta stay hydrated, so you drink both of your drinks. You can't leave without drinking both of your drinks. But you still have a certain amount of time that you have to eat your food. So my best piece of advice to you when it comes to that is to drink your first drink first, eat your food, and then drink your last drink last. Drink your second drink last, yeah. So drink your first drink before you start eating, eat your food, and then before you get up and leave, drink that second drink, and then you should be good. So, yeah. Next is PT. I'm looking on my phone because that's what the list of questions are. But PT. PT was not bad, really. They're really just conditioning you, so you're gonna run every single day, like 20 minutes straight run outside. We ran early in the mornings before the sun came out in San Antonio. So get up in the morning, you gotta get up, hurry up. They're gonna come in, get up, wake up, hydrate. Get your stuff together, go to the bathroom, fill up your water bottle, And on the intercom in Disneyland, on the intercom, they're gonna be like, flights, blah blah, not flight, but floor, yada yada yada, come downstairs, because everybody can't be running out the building at the same time, because it's only like one flight of stairs. So flight, this that, building, this that, come downstairs. Everybody will run out to the track, and you'll have strength days and you'll have run days. I love strength days. Strength days were my favorite. Like, we did like planks, we did bridge, the leg bridge, arm bridge, I don't know. We did stuff like that, so it was pretty cool. We did squats, all of that, and push-ups and sit-ups and all of that. So yeah. And on run days, it's strictly run, like running on the track. And the thing about that is, you don't get a break. It's no breaks at all. You get up, you go out. No, I forgot. So when you leave outside of your dorm and you go run to the track, you have to run to the area first and line up. It's like this big area in the middle of the track. You line up, you say your airman song, your Air Force creed, and then you listen to the safety briefing for the day, and then you do your warm up. Everybody does their warm up together, and then you get on the track. They're going to have that clock out there, and you're going to get to running. They're going to play some Jodies on the speaker, consistently to keep y'all, motivated or whatever. And y'all going to run straight, 20 minutes straight. No slacking, no slacking. And y'all going to be running with brother flight and sister flight and sometimes cousin flight. So, yeah, y'all just going to be doing that. So, PT is really not bad. I wasn't really tripping about PT. Immunizations. Okay, so the next one is immunizations. Okay, so the next one is immunizations. So, as far as immunizations and going there, getting there, you gotta wear your backpack at all times when you're leaving out of the area for basic training BMTers. Because it's still a military base, people still work there. That's operational in the Air Force. And then there are the BMTs. It's the BMT section at Lakeland. So we're the BMT section, and we're going over to medical. So that's operational. So we have to have our backpacks, and we have to, because we have to be known, or people have to know that we're basic training. We're trainees. We're not in the actual military yet. We're just, training. So we have to wear our backpacks everywhere, have our flashlight and our reflective belt, and we have to walk all the way from the building, all the way from the barracks, all the way from the dormitory to medical. And it's over this bridge, and if it's raining, oh well, baby, you're just gonna still walk. So immunizations were not bad at all. The peanut butter shot did hurt, and it did sting for a minute. So I'm gonna tell y'all now, if you're scared of needles, get over it, cause it's gonna hurt. But it's not gonna be a long pain. A lot of people got bruises from the peanut butter shot. I didn't get a bruise, but a lot of people got bruises from the peanut butter shot. It still hurt a little bit. And it's so funny because you're gonna walk in a building, and it's gonna be this room, and it's gonna be people on each side of you. As you walk down, you gotta stop at each person. It's like 3 sections. There's gonna be one person on each side. So you walk, 2 people with a needle right beside you. One stick you here, one stick you there. Next, stick here, stick there. Next, stick here, stick there. And then you out. You get your Band-Aid at the end of the line, and then you out. But yeah, immunizations weren't bad. The peanut butter shot was the worst one. And it was also something else that was worse for me, because my veins are very small. So they were trying to draw blood, and they couldn't because my veins were so small. So we had to do the butterfly or whatever. But yeah, immunizations weren't as bad as a lot of people made it seem. I was scared when I went, but it wasn't that bad. Let's see. Another question was, do I enjoy the reserves? Yes, I do enjoy the reserves. I was at one point on active duty, 8-ounce orders. I was on, 8-ounce orders, and it's active duty, something. I forgot what that means. But I was on 8-ounce orders or RPA, orders, quote unquote, and I was kind of drained. I'm not gonna even lie. I was on it for a couple months, like maybe 6 months, something like that. And it was kind of draining, getting up every single day, going to that job every single day, back to back to back. I needed a break, and I was so glad that I was a reservist. It made me appreciate coming in at 2 days out of a month, like really. So kudos to the people that are active duty. Like, I don't see anything wrong with active duty at all. I'm considering going active duty, but it's just that at that moment, at that point in time, I had already did a couple drills, so I got the feel of drill, and then I got asked did I want to do ADOS orders or whatever, and I was like, okay, sure, cool, because that's money. That's money. I was like, I'm not doing nothing else, might as well. So I did it, and yeah, it was, woo. I struggled for a little bit. Like, I was kind of annoyed, but I did it. So it's not bad, but I love being a reservist. Like, I love it. It's part-time. I can still live my life like I want to live it. I don't have to worry about the restrictions until it's time for me to go to drill for real. So, like, and get my nails done how I want, get my hair done how I want, wear my lashes however I want to wear them type deal. I can take trips. I can go to school. I can take trips, I can go to school, that type of thing. So I do enjoy being a reservist, and then I get to see my friends that I made while I've been in the military. I've only been in the military for 2 years in the Air Force, and I made some great friends. So I get to see them, and we get to talk and chop it up at lunch and stuff together. So yeah, the benefits are still good in the reserve as well. It's not as good as active duty, but they're still, you know, okay, decent. And yeah, I think that's all the questions. That's all the questions. Okay, so then there is another question. So the next question is the minimum contract length for the reserve component. So the minimum contract length for the reserve the minimum contract length for the reserve component is 6 years. You cannot go less than 6 years. You may be able to, you know, re-enlist after, well, you are going to be able to re-enlist after those 6 years if you want to, but the minimum is 6 years, no questions asked. So yeah. Someone else asked, so the next question was, correct me if I'm wrong, but can you also join ROTC at a university if you're in the Air Guard or Reserve? Yes, you can join ROTC in university. I had the option to join ROTC, but I did not because for so many other reasons. But as a reservist, you can join Air Force ROTC and commission to become a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force. So that is also a route that a lot of people take, even if they're not in the reserves or the Guard. They still go in and do ROTC at their university, and they graduate with their degree, and they go straight into active duty. It's a long process, but they end up becoming second lieutenants in the Air Force. So if that's a route that you're looking into, definitely make sure you get a lot of insight on it. Let me know if you guys want more information on that, and I'll look more into it, and I'll make a whole video for it. But that is definitely a route, or that is something that you can do in the reserves and Air Guard. In active duty, I don't know if you can do it in active duty really, and if you do, you'll have to get approval from your leadership and higher ups, and then you have to take time off from active duty to go in and do that. So I don't really know much about that, but I know for reservists you can do that. Okay, next question is, how did you get active duty orders? Did you request it or they summoned you to active duty orders? So I don't think I requested active duty orders when I first got them. I know I did request once, but my first time getting on active duty orders, I was offered the opportunity. So I was in training. I was doing my 5-level training for my job, and I was like, I don't have anything to do because it was in the middle of the semester at school and I wasn't able to go back into college. So I was like, I'm just going to be sitting at home. And I talked to my supervisor and the commander, and they were like, well, we can get you out here on 8-hour orders for a while until you get back on school. And that's how that happened. So I really just, I guess you can say I kind of asked, but it was offered as well. My unit usually offers for people to get on 8-hour orders because they get the money and they have to spend the money. So I try to ask to get on those orders as much as possible when I'm able to. So yeah. The next question is, how often do Air Force reservists deploy? Because I'm trying to stay at home. Okay, so we don't, it's voluntary. It's voluntary. I think joining the reserves, you don't get you get to volunteer. So when you're in the reserves, you don't automatically like get drawn to go, you know, overseas. It's if you want to, kind of if you don't want to, but then again, it's not always like that. It's not always like that. But for me, I've been really asked that I want to deploy and not so much told I have to deploy. I've been really asked if I want to deploy, but I've never really, you know, deployed. So I would say it's not really a, so we don't really, okay, so for reservists, we don't really deploy like active duty deploys. I feel like, in my opinion, it's voluntary. So I've been asked that I want to deploy, but I've never been like told that I have to go here. So I got like calls or I got emails. We get emails and it gives us like the opening slots for people that want to go here, want to go there, and yeah, you get to take those, but it's not mandatory. I don't think it's mandatory. Yeah. How much do you get paid, and is it better for someone who is trying to just go to school? So the next question is, how much do you get paid, and is it better for someone who is trying to go to school? So drill pay, I'm telling y'all, drill pay is not that much. It's probably like $300, maybe depending on your rank, $300 or $400, and depending on where you stay, and if you have to drive from a long distance, and you're part of the critically career man field. I can't even If you're in a critical skill career field, you are going to get pay for driving back and forth. So yeah, we don't get paid that much. I'm telling y'all, it's like, so our pay is like between air basic is like 200 and something and up. So it really depends on your rank, but for me, I get paid in drill maybe 300 something, maybe 400 something. I can't remember. I haven't been to drill in a minute. But yeah, the pay is decent for 2 days, kinda. So yeah, that's the pay, and it's definitely very convenient for people who want to go to school, because you still get the benefit of tuition assistance. I still use tuition assistance to go to school, and you also are only going on Saturday and Sunday, and school is during the week. So yeah, I feel like it's very convenient for people who are trying to go to school, go to college, but still don't want to pay for school. So definitely, if that's what you want to do that, because that's why I joined for school. let's see. The next question is, so would you say reserve is better than active duty? No, I will not say that because I don't really know. It depends. It's like it's different aspects that make each one different, and it really just depends on you. So if you like steady paycheck, you know, constant this, strictly that, you don't have to deter from your daily activities because you know what you're doing every single day, yeah. You like job security, active duty is the way to go. Definitely. You want the benefits, active duty is the way to go. You want to travel, you want to go overseas, you want to go here, you want to go there, active duty is the way to go. But if you're in college and you want to go to school, you want to get your degree, you can still go to school and get your degree in active duty. But if you want to experience the college life and you want to, you know, just get a low feel of the military without being active duty, reserve or guard is the way to go. Yeah, I personally went guard because I wanted to go to school, you know, get the feel of school. So that's my reason. It just depends on the person. So I wouldn't say one is better than the other. It's just your preference. Okay guys, so that is all I have for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have more questions, just comment them down below. I know there are a lot of questions about the ASVAB, but I'm going to make a separate video for the ASVAB and studying tips. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And that is all I have for you guys today on the Q&A for Air Force, military, U.S. Air Force. So if you have any more questions, just leave them down below and I'll try to get back to you. I'm doing pretty good responding to everyone, but just let me know if you have any more questions. I'm going to make a separate video for the ASVAB, so if you still have questions, you can go ahead and send them down for the ASVAB, but it's going to be into a separate video for sure. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and make sure you subscribe if you're new here, because I have so much more to let you guys in on. And see you guys later.
No, I'ma come back to the chase.